that's the sense you get. It's not like they build high-speed rail. Let's build bigger and better high-speed rail. We don't have that anymore. It's like we've given up. It's absolutely humiliating. It's pathetic. And it should light a fire under our ass. But it doesn't seem like it's doing it, at least not yet. And that's a goddamn shame. All right, y'all. That's the show. Thank you very much for listening. As always, check out Crystal Kyle and Friends tomorrow. I'll be talking to Pisco. That should be really fun. And
welcome back, Defenders. Happy New Year. Top story today, this is incredible. Ukraine ends Russian gas transit to Europe in a historic event. The move tied to Russia's invasion sparked mixed reactions across the EU, with energy markets on edge. No, they're not. The energy markets are doing just fine. I can pull up for you the price of natural gas. This is per cubic meter. And yeah, the price of natural gas has gone up over the last 3 or 4 months, but it naturally does this in the wintertime anyways. It's nothing like it was back in 2022 and early 2023 when the Russians were making 3 to 4 times as much selling their natural gas to Europe. The world economy has adjusted, the supply chains have been fixed, and Europe is now importing gas and energy from responsible partners, people who don't brutally invade their neighbors. And the pipeline that was shut down, the name of it is the Urngoy-Pommery-Uzhhorod pipeline, or as the Soviets called it, the Brotherhood pipeline. And this pipeline went into operation in March of 1973, over 50 years ago. And after 50 years, the pipeline is now empty. It's no longer providing gas to Europe. Here's a map of the pipeline. You can see the gas originates in the fields near the Arctic Ocean. It then has to travel through Ukraine to get into Slovakia, as well as Austria and the Czech Republic. There's also a branch of this pipeline that goes south into Moldova. We'll talk more about that in a second. But it's offline. It's no longer pumping. Nobody in Europe is getting their natural gas through Ukraine anymore. So what kind of a loss are the Russians going to take? And it's estimated that Gazprom will lose about $5 billion this year. Now, Ukraine is also going to lose money because they were being paid transit fees by the Russians to transport their gas across Ukraine. That's how insane this situation was. By pumping gas through Ukraine from Russia to Central Europe, the Russians were profiting by about $5 billion. And they were having to pay Ukraine, the country they were attacking, $1 billion a year to remain loyal to this contract. But the contract expired on January 1st. The pipeline has been shut down. Russia can't make money, and Central Europe has to figure out something
on the clock.
else
What you want? Some
aside
wheels?
from burning Russian gas.
I'll bring it to you.
This is one of Moscow's biggest defeats, according to President Zelensky. Here's what he wrote on Twitter. I'm going to read this. When Putin was presented with the Russian presidency more than 25 years ago, the annual gas transit through Ukraine to Europe totaled more than 130 billion cubic meters. Today it equals 0. This is one of Moscow's biggest defeats. As a result of Russia weaponizing energy and resorting to cynical blackmail of partners, Moscow lost one of their most profitable and geographically accessible markets. Given such circumstances, the vast majority of European countries have adjusted to the changes. Our joint task today is to support Moldova during the energy transformation period. We must overcome the hysteria of some European politicians who prefer mafia-style schemes with Moscow to transparent energy policy. We also hope for an increased American gas supply to Europe, which President Trump has already mentioned. Cooperation and maximum supply from partners will result in more comfortable prices on the market. The more gas available on the market from Europe's true partners, the sooner the last remaining consequences of Europe's reliance on Russia will be eliminated. Slovakia and Hungary aren't happy. Fico's threats to cut off electricity supplies won't work. Slovakia was trying to blackmail Ukraine, saying, renew the contract, allow the gas to keep flowing, otherwise we'll cut off our energy sales to Ukraine. This wasn't a very impactful threat. Poland said they would compensate for any loss in energy imports if Slovakia did this, so Fico and Viktor Orban of Hungary, there's nothing they can do. The EU has confirmed alternative energy supplies as Ukraine ends Russian gas transits. The European Union is going to be okay. They have alternative sources to heat everyone's homes this winter. And the prices today are cheaper than they were 2.5 years ago. The biggest concern, I think, for Europe is Moldova. Russian gas won't leave Transnistria without heating a mid-winter freeze. And the power plants, the gas-powered power plants for Moldova is in Transnistria. This has always been how this breakaway province has had leverage over the entire country, is the Russians, when they propped up these separatists, they made sure they took the power plant. But this power plant was being provided by Russian gas. And without Russian gas, the people of Transnistria, what can they do? The Russians can't reach them anymore. And I think something big might happen soon. It might take another couple months, but without Russian gas supplies and Russian subsidies, the people of Transnistria need to realize there's no going back. The glory days of the Soviet Union are gone. Russia can't support them. Russia's not there for them. And I think most of the people in this region, despite the propaganda and brainwashing, they were just doing it for cheap gas, pretending like they love Putin and the Russians. The best course of action for these people is reconciliation with the people of Moldova, and eventually to join the EU and NATO. That's their future.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
To rejoin Russia.
I'll get back to work.
Let's get some more reactions. Putin spent billions building Nord Stream to circumvent Ukraine and blackmail Eastern Europe with the threat of cutting off gas supplies. Today, Ukraine cut off his ability to export gas direct to the EU. Another victory after the enlargement of NATO by Finland and Sweden. The reason why the Russians were so enthusiastic to build the Nord Stream pipeline and the Nord Stream 2 pipeline was because Russia was always planning on invading Eastern Europe to get their empire back. So these pipelines were a form of leverage. If, you resist us or you don't cooperate when we invade you, we'll cut off the gas to Western or Central Europe. So the pressure was always going to be applied with these pipelines. But the Russians wanted to build Nord Stream 1 and 2 so that Germany would always get their supply of gas if they cut off the gas to Ukraine and Poland and Belarus and Moldova and Central Europe. But now they're all shut down. None of these pipelines are flowing anymore. And this is a huge problem because natural gas is a byproduct of pumping for oil. So the question now is, what is Russia doing with this? Yes, they can freeze some of it, they can liquefy the gas, put it on tankers and try and sell it. But without proper places to store all this natural gas accumulated, they're just going to have to flare it. They're going to have to burn it off if they can't store it. And they don't have the facilities to liquefy it and then ship it around the world from the Arctic. Russia is hemorrhaging. This is an economic catastrophe for this pipeline to finally shut down. But Putin's not going to admit that. Putin hails achievements in New Year's speech marking 25 years in power. President Vladimir Putin praised his country's achievements in a New Year's Eve speech Tuesday, saying Russians should be proud of what Russia has done during his quarter century in power. I'll link this video down below. This is the annual New Year's Eve celebration in Moscow. This is like the highest rated television events every year in Russia. It's creepy, knowing that hundreds of thousands of their people are dying unnecessarily in a completely unnecessary war. And all of Russia's ruling elites get together and party like there's nothing going on, there's nothing wrong with their country. When I watch this clip, it honestly reminds me of the ruling elites in the capital city of Hunger Games. It just looks fake. All of these people are worthless, and it's a scam. And the person in charge of their country is a brutal dictator murdering hundreds of thousands of people. According to the Institute for the Study of War, Russia's 2024 gains in Ukraine were just limited to rural areas, despite the massive human cost. Putin wanted to talk about Russia's achievements for the year in his New Year's Eve address. And here they are. Here are the results of Russia's war campaign for the entire year of 2024. And they managed to capture 28 square kilometers. This is roughly equal to 3 times the square size of the capital city of Kyiv. But they didn't take any major cities. I don't even consider Avdiivka to be a major city. It's mostly wheat fields, tree lines, and completely level villages, mostly in Donetsk. But was it worth it for an estimated 400,000 casualties? Here's a list, once again, of Russia's achievements. This is from Ukrainian journalist Ilya Ponomarenko. The Russians failed to capture Donetsk after more than 30 months of fighting. They failed to advance beyond a few kilometers in the border zone during their grand summer offensive in Kharkiv, which went nowhere. They suffered a complete collapse in Syria. They lost control of part of Kursk to Ukrainian forces, and still, almost 6 months later, have been unable to retake it. They failed to plunge Ukraine into cold and darkness after 3 years of missile and drone attacks. They only captured 2,800 square kilometers of Ukrainian territory, which is slightly larger than Luxembourg. They failed to stop Ukrainian strikes on their airfields, oil depots, and mission warehouses. And they're about to enter their 4th year of their blitzkrieg to take Kyiv in 3 days, with 600,000 at least casualties. Here's a headline. Russia has lost over 38,000 troops in Russia's Kherson Oblast, trying to retake this territory that Ukraine took back in July, August, it was a while ago now. And yeah, the Russians are making progress, but this is not territory that Ukraine ever intends on keeping. The largest city or settlement that Ukraine took was Suja. And the population of Suja was only about 5,000 people. To take 38,000 casualties, to retake your home, they haven't retook it yet, but to try and retake your city of about 5,000 people. This is just insane in every respect. How bad is it? Here's a clip I want to read for you. This is a Russian woman. I'm assuming she's a nurse in one of these hospitals receiving wounded. And she says it's bad. It's bad. It's worse than actually anyone's reporting. Here's what she has to say. What else left an impression on me? What else do I want to say? We arrived at lunchtime. The guys in wheelchairs were taken out into the yard for a stroll in the fresh air. This is, like half a person. Some have half a head, some have no face, and some have no eyes at all. Honestly, after this trip, it took me a very long time to recover. It's just such a scary image. There are a lot of guys there. The hospital is very big, despite the fact that the guys were rescued and they went through a lot. I'm sorry, but I can't do this any other way. It's a very horrifying image. The guy who received humanitarian aid from us said that up to 1,000 wounded guys arrive just at their hospital every day. Up to 1,000. Just imagine these numbers. They might be rounding up. It could definitely be in the hundreds, maybe not quite 1,000. But this is a single Russian hospital receiving wounded Russian soldiers. Almost 1,000 a day just for one hospital. That's how bad it's going for the Russians. And for Ukraine, they're really only estimating or counting what happens on the front lines. There are lots of Russians injuring themselves all the times behind the front lines, doing maintenance or servicing or just accidents or brutality against each other. It's just savage. President Zelensky also gave his New Year's Day address. The dubbed version is on YouTube. I'll link this down below. If you want to listen to the Ukrainian version with English subtitles, it's on Twitter. I'll link this down below as well. The entire address is 20 minutes, and he absolutely nailed it. Very inspiring stuff. He's a very gifted communicator, and this was a very well done New Year's Day message. Let's get to the bad news for Russia. According to the Institute for the Study of War, the Kremlin is prioritizing forced generation over economic concerns in 2025. Oh, really? Putin's decree mandates illegal migrants of Russia pass health, language, and legal tests, or else join the military by April 30th. What? The decree outlines two main pathways to legalization: completing a comprehensive process including health screenings, passing Russian language, history, and legal examinations, and settling all debts, or signing a military service contract with the Russian MOD. ISW reports that Russia currently faces a labor shortage of 1.5 million workers. The new decree could exacerbate this situation if significant numbers of migrants working in food, service, transportation, and other low-skilled industries either leave Russia or join the military. So there are undocumented migrants in Russia doing low-wage service jobs, and Putin is telling them all, either become a legitimate resident of the country by doing all this stuff you definitely know they can't do, like passing a language test or a health screening or settling debt, or else join the military. But this is a catch-22. I mean, this is stupid. If these migrants did everything Putin is telling them to do, as soon as they were granted citizenship, the first thing they would be given is a draft summons. So this is just Putin trying to force other ethnic groups into the military. The point of the article is this is bad for Russian economy. Every time one of these migrants who's driving a bus or driving a taxi or serving food now has to leave the country for fear of getting into the military. One person who's not working, one person who's not contributing to the economy, one person who's no longer paying taxes. Ukrainian maritime drones destroyed 2 Russian helicopters near Crimea for the first time. I mentioned this in my last video. We have the video of a Ukrainian drone boats with a surface-to-air missile for the first time in the history of war shooting down a helicopter. But we actually now have confirmation that a second helicopter also went down. This was a Mi-28 helicopter. This was confirmed by the Russians. On Telegram, they're complaining that they think this was a friendly fire incident, but no, I think Ukraine got it. The Russians, for some reason, believe it's better to report they shot down their own planes and helicopters rather than admitting that Ukraine has this technical capability. Fire breaks out in occupied Sevastopol Bay following a drone attack. Ukraine does missile and drone attacks almost every night, but we're just not getting good pictures and videos. Locals are too scared to post up on social media because they'll be found and arrested. It's also wintertime and things are just very dark in Russia right now. Ukraine's intel disrupts Lukoil, cyber attack sparks payment failures, and holiday chaos in Russia. If it's bad for Russia, it's good for Ukraine. Here's a crazy headline. Moscow's war plans against Japan and South Korea leaked. More than 160 targets in Japan and South Korea were listed in a cache of 29 secret Russian military files that outline Moscow's eastern flank strategy in the event of a major war. These are not invasion plans. This is a war game exercise to kind of get your forces ready or prepared if war happens. The United States military does this. I participated in war games, but in America's war games, we always use a fictional country. We always just name or label a fictional place when it's a proxy for a real country. But the Russians apparently don't do that. And they actually war gamed against South Korea and Japan in the Far East. Now, this was as early as 2013, so this was right after Putin resumed the presidency in 2012, and yeah, this is not going to happen, but I'm guessing that Western intelligence leaked these documents, I believe they're real, so that Japan and South Korea feel some urgency. Russia is a threat to them, and I do think a bigger war is coming, and East Asia is going to be ground zero. When China moves on Taiwan, or China moves on Russia, or
I'll bring it by.
China does something. If you want to read the full article, it's from the Financial Times. They give all the details. I'll link it down below. Good news for Ukraine. EU darling Poland replaces irritating Hungary at bloc's helm. For the EU presidency, it's a 6-month rotating position amongst all the EU members. For the last 6 months, it was Hungary's turn to have this role. Now it's going to Poland. And Poland is promising to be more proactive in helping Ukraine join the EU at least. This has nothing to do with NATO, but Ukraine really does need to be given more assistance in their EU ascension process. At least if Ukraine can join the EU before there's a freeze in the conflict, this would make Ukrainians feel more validated about the last 3 years and what they've been fighting for. 200 Ukrainian pilots complete F-16 training in the UK.
The cavalry on the way, homie. This fool won't even know what hit him.
Offering up some much-needed training. Final clip I have for you today is from friends of the channel, Kalen. I think he's originally from Ireland, and he's a journalist with Byline TV. He's been putting out some fantastic content the last 6 months. He's been staying in the capital city of Kyiv. But for New Year's, he went to Syria. And in the streets of, I think it's Damascus, you can see the people celebrating the new year without the Assad family ruling over the country like they have for the last 50 years. So here's Galen's report on the ground in Syria.
Behind me right now is proof that tyrants can actually be defeated. And as someone that's lived in Ukraine for the last 6 months and seen the chaos and destruction that Putin and people like Putin and Russia
for not getting in at the ground floor. Scammers are spending millions of dollars on marketing campaigns and call centers. They convince potential victims to sign up to their fake platforms with as little as $250 of an investment.
It's going to be $250 US, right? And this $250 US is the first initial payment that any of the clients has to make for the Quantum AI platform.
Undercover inside a multi-billion dollar criminal operation. And that's going to require me to do something I have never done before. Actually send the scammers money.
Now, you send $200 US. Is this correct?
320 Canadian? Yes, sir.
Correct.
I tried over and over again to get involved in this scam without sending them an initial investment, but it just kept failing. I've gotten email after email from people in the community who've fallen for this scam, and every single one of them started with an initial investment. There's entire call centers dedicated to people who are interested in investing in this exciting AI opportunity, and it's some of the best scammers I've ever talked to.
Yes, I can blow your mind in 2 seconds with some things of the financial market.
But that's not I would point. Love that.
Look at the bottom. It says beginning of May. Then it dropped a little bit, and then now it's been going up.
They're good though. Listen to her.
Nice. Thomas, if we use this month properly, you could end up with 50,000.
I guess it's time to get scammed. For real this time. I've read like that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Can I have permission to speak freely, sir?
This was my first call, and the guy was really good. Honestly, I wanna be like a super rich dad. I don't wanna be a poor dad. What am I gonna buy? GameStop? I don't like the stock.
Come on.
I know.
Come on. Aren't you a little bit late to the party?
Seriously.
Okay.
So how does...
The last time I checked is 2024, not 2021.
But as soon as he found out I was from the United States, he immediately hung up on me and blocked me. I tried a bunch of other websites and phone numbers that you guys sent me, but every single time they asked me if I was a US citizen. And when I said yes, they hung up and moved on. Honestly, I couldn't figure it out, so I reached out to my friends at Kraken, who've been helping me fight back against scammers for the past year and a half.
So maybe the question by Canada visa you mentioned is I'm looking at one called Elon Musk AI trading.
Force Mutual Insurance. How can we help you?
Which are illegal.
I think we can do that.
Not allowed in the US, but they're basically using options to do the same.
The scammers' fake platforms mimic CFD trading, and someone in the US might realize it's illegal and therefore a scam. But I didn't know that, and thought it would be really complicated. To get the inside scoop, I was going to have to pretend that I didn't live in the US, and convince the scammers that I was from Canada. Thankfully, I didn't hit the convincing accent or anything. I just bought a number in Canada and started signing up for their weird marketing campaigns. Within seconds of signing up for some of these fake investment opportunities, I would start getting phone calls.
Yeah, hi, sir. Sir, this is Monique Ford from Quantum.
Hi, Monique.
I'm just getting non-stop calls from like different, I think it's different companies.
That's good. Thank you for asking.
And they're all gonna try to fight over getting me to sign up.
Personal account manager. Again, I am from Quantum AI.
Okay.
I want to provide you more information so we can get started and have you on board, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Monique.
I just need to verify.
You know, I had another call. Some guy named Adam called me. He said he was my account manager. Do I have 2 account managers?
I am your personal account manager, by the way, Mr. Goodwill. I was the one who called you earlier.
I've gotten like
5 minutes.
6 or 7 calls today. Actually, I got another call right now.
There's a bunch of different scam organizations all paying for these leads. It's almost like an enterprise sales organization where they're paying some third-party company to get leads for them, people who are interested in what they have to offer, and then these scammers are the closers trying to convince you to sign up.
You receive for the Quantum AI system, sir.
Okay.
This morning.
This is supposed to be a follow-up call about the inquiry that you made with Quantum AI, or the Almighty Trading Software. You remember this?
The Almighty Trading Software. Hallowed be thy name.
As I talk to these scammers, I realize like there's really no way they're going to let me gain access to their platforms unless I invest.
The account that you set up.
Is there a way to skip the payment part?
We are undergoing process, okay?
I didn't take this lightly. I spoke with a bunch of friends and family about this. I mean, sending 200, 300, any amount of money to scammers feels backwards. Why send money to criminals? But my wife actually brought up the way certain police operations work. I mean, sometimes they'll actually pay for drugs or send things to criminals just so that they can use the story. And that kind of inspired me to look at this a different way. He said, if your $200 investment could save people from losing thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, it would all be worth it. So I moved some Bitcoin into my Kraken wallet, started talking to some scammers, trying to find a good topic. Like what scammer would be really worth investing in? Not to make money, but to figure out how the scheme works.
You know, what I care about is fun, is make people think a bit different. Some people come here and make money fast, they'll make money in a day, getting rich overnight. I'm always trying to make fun of people on a sprint. It's a marathon. And what I care about is making sure that you can get to the finish line.
Eventually, I ended up this guy running a fake investment platform.
Do you think the finish line for Bitcoin is 100K by the end of the year? Or what's your...
And I sent $200 because that's what they claimed was the minimum investment.
Alright, just do me a favor. See if you're supposed to see a wallet address.
Okay, let me see.
But then I got this. He said that they don't take the initial investment of $200. They required a minimum of $2,000. And I was not expecting this. And there was no way I was going to send another $1,800 to these guys. So I tell them I want my money back, and they ghost me. It has been like 3 or 4 months, and I am never going to get that money. So, video over, I guess. The broker got scammed. Seriously though, they never even signed me up for their platform. They just took the $200, and that was that. I was pretty discouraged at this point. I still had $200 left in my wallet, so I felt like it was worth trying again. I heard countless stories of small investment, and next thing you know, things get crazy. I talked to a variety of scammers, and eventually landed on this one who was articulate and experienced.
Let's get through with this, and when you're done, I'm telling you that in a week, you have my hotline number, you wrote that down.
Yeah.
In a week, if you do not like what you're having, call me, ring me up and say, George, get me out of the profit you're going to be. Yeah, call me, beat me, send me an email, whatever it's going to be. You're going to say, George, I do not like this, and I want to get out of it. If you don't like how the whole thing works.
I just want to make sure I understood correctly. You said, call me, beat me if you want to reach me? Is that what you said?
I said call me if you want to reach me. You can just call me if you want to reach me. I would help you to process.
Yeah, it's just call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Okay, call me, beat me if you want to reach me, okay, Mr. Goodwill?
Okay.
Better for you? Okay.
Yeah. I nervously transferred the Bitcoin to their wallet. I sent $200 and they called me.
We did get your fee of about $220 US.
Okay, I mean, is that pretty close? Is that 220 USD? What's that? Well, that's almost 300. Yeah, it's about 300.
Yeah.
I'm extremely nervous that they're going to just take my money. This guy is telling me $200.
So what I'm supposed to be putting down into your, you remember you had $250 for your license that you already paid to our company, correct?
Yeah.
Now, so I'm supposed to
and then 300.
You.
I just put 300.
No
Go
problem.
ahead.
I'm in a good mood today, so I'm gonna just put it into your account. You're gonna still have your $500 US, and then congratulations on your activation.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Thank you, George.
I'm in a good mood. I'm just gonna do that. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're very much welcome, Mr. Goodwill.
We're in. And to my surprise, they actually put $500 in this fake platform. $250 that I lied about and said I already invested in quantum AI. The money that I kind of lost, let's say, from another scammer. $200 actual dollars and $50 from this scam. I see the money in the platform, and I told them I'm going to speak to my account manager. I had no idea if he was going to be the best
Good morning, Mr. Gomez. I hope you're doing well.
I am, thanks. Who is this?
This is Lana Stewart.
Told you.
You tried the hotline number?
Totally
at the bottom?
I mean, I totally did.
I'm glad that you finally managed to connect.
Yeah.
Your day is starting off well.
It is. It's going real good. What did you have for breakfast?
Honestly, I still haven't had breakfast. And I'm really, really terrible with my food management. As much as I'm good with managing my portfolio, it doesn't really apply for my diet. The thing is,
holy crap.
Yeah, I
they're good though.
Late,
Listen to her.
Night, since once I go home, I have my own tab account to manage, and that takes a lot of time. I have big investors by the time I get everything set up, that's when I get a window of opportunity at like 12 noon-ish to eat, and sometimes it's pizza. So that's what happened today. Oh. I skipped that because I didn't get a chance for a break yet.
Who asked?
Sorry?
No, it's just... I was saying... It's something my grandma used to say.
Oh. No.
Yeah, my grandma was German, so...
So, like, for example, where are you planning to spend the rest of your life? In Canada, or are you planning on moving on?
Well, I like Canada.
I would probably want to be somewhere on the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
My own little or I'm very simple person. I prefer golden retrievers.
I've got,
I could have them.
I've got 2 Rottweilers.
Are they vicious or...
No,
so?
They're sweet. If you feed them raw meat, that's where things start to go awry. Once they get the taste of raw flesh,
they become vicious. Yeah, that's the thing.
You ever seen Shrek with the onions?
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. When Shrek and Donkey are talking about the onions, I mean, it's almost supposed to be a joke, right? It's supposed to be like funny, but honestly,
yeah, tie them with the particle, like, yeah.
That's one of the deepest.
As you get older and you rewatch it, it just starts to make more and more sense.
Yeah.
Because there are so many references that we didn't understand as children. There's so many hidden jokes in the movie. You're like, how did that fly over my head? It flies over your head. You're kidding me. Oh, so that's what they meant back then. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't! I can't!
I want to hyperventilate right now. You have one of the most contagious laughters. I give you that.
But this is wild. Like, she's...
God. Thank you for the positive energy from the morning.
Just manipulating. I cry. She told her a story about eating a bunch of pizza. It's joke about taking a big piece of pizza.
Let me ask you this. When you go to a party, right? The pizza is just left the dinner. And when you open up the pizza box and you're putting pizza on your plate, how many slices of pizza do you put on your plate?
The first round, I go for 3, to be honest.
A 3-slicer. I knew it. Ah, you knew it. Wow, just like me. Wow. I'm a 3-slicer too. Yes.
Yeah, because look, I always go for a second round. I'm third round. I had 16 slices of pizza at once.
Wow. That is...
For someone my size, you know?
Yeah, that seems unhealthy.
Yeah, I know, but I was young at the time. I was still in my early 30s. I could digest that much. Yeah, now I can't. I'm so close to my 40s. I gotta dial it down on junk food.
She pivots away from saying she eats a ton of food and that she lost a significant amount of weight when I started making fun of her for being a 3-slicer. She is trying to please me and going great lengths to do so.
I was talking to George and he was telling me that this quantum thing, that Elon's got a bunch of monkeys with those chips daisy chained together with USB-C cables. And that's how they've been able to do all these trades. I mean, that's ingenious. That's incredible.
How they run the artificial intelligence. Wow. Okay, software.
I didn't expect monkeys daisy chained with USB-C cables to be unpredictable. But I'm into it. So what you're saying is it always goes up.
Not always going up, but this is an uptrend. If I'm to draw a line over my price, I can have multiple customers. 3 rabbit meetings. This is an uptrend, and it's supported by analysis research.
And over time, if this becomes some money, $500 turned into $700, $1,000, and you can start to get a feel for how legitimate this sounds. It looks, feels, and sounds very. Of course, I know this is fake. So one day, before she calls, I take a look at my dashboard. I notice I'm actually like negative $400. But right when she calls me, she tweaks a couple settings, and suddenly I'll get $40. It's because they control everything on the back end. It's all them. Just in case you feel like there's a chance that this was real, I reached out to Jim Running, an absolute legend in the scammer community, and he explained exactly how it works. I know that platform work, but you have access to it. You know exactly what it is.
They do indeed. Active quote victim, and you can see some of the outcomes here. And this is what they do to manipulate things. It apparently looks like these victims. So on the screen, this guy is just about to click on the button called positions. It's just a trading term, of course, but there's no trades actually happening. And then manipulate a number that's called strike rate. The strike rate is short for this is how much profit. And you can see what happens now before and after picture.
That's so scary because it looks real.
What the websites do is pull in real market data because that would be the obvious thing that if you looked at some other independent website, you would probably say, well, hang on, this doesn't look right, but they actually do have very professional looking front ends to all of this. But it kind of doesn't matter whether your investment in the real world looks like it's going up or down. Your profits are completely independent of that because they are fixed by the scammers.
Jim had gained access to this and was watching in real time as scammers manipulated the amount of money and people were making with the dashboard. It's just designed to scam. At this point, I wanted to figure out if Barr could actually give me some money. I've heard reports from him that occasionally scammers will let you withdraw some of the money just so you feel like it's even more legitimate. If there are
What do you want to do?
My gut says we sell. I've been thinking about getting this new rod. There's this great, because deep sea rods, I mean, I gotta go deep. Because some of the real legends, some of the fish that like people like books about, you know, Moby Dick, that's real. That's a real story. If you want to catch stuff like that, you gotta get like, these rods are not cheap. Feast your eyes on this. I could probably catch some serious fish with this thing. So here's what's crazy. Right, I got an email about this thing a couple days ago. What's my account balance right now? A minute ago it was at 16. I guess right now it's at 15. But it was. I think it was a sign. I'm thinking maybe I pull out the profits, buy the rod, sell a couple fish. You know, get back in the market. I think it's a sign. It's the right time, Mama. It's the right time. I wasn't expecting to make this much this soon.
Well, it's really about now. We have 2 months ahead where you should be focusing on investing and making money.
The fishing season is going to be over soon.
Yeah.
But what if we?
How am I gonna make my living?
What if we start with? What if I take out 1,500 and I leave the? What is that? $33? Because we're going to give them 200% debt. That's almost $100. How do I lock in the profit? That's what I'm asking.
We're not gonna lock in the profit because this is not the full potential of the profit you're gonna make.
Lana. I know I don't have the full potential of the monkey brains like you do, but that's a lot of money. That's $300 worth of profit right there. Right? Just lock it in.
Thomas, that's not a lot of money, first of all. Second of all, let me do my job.
A lot of money.
I make this much
Lana,
money.
I invested $250. It's $300 worth of profit right there.
You don't have experience.
I don't need experience to know that $250 turned into $308 and I know. That's the monkeys right now. That's the monkeys. Ask the monkeys right now what they would do. I want to know what they would do.
When it comes to trading, the market is always all the time. You're going to go up $50, you can go down $50, you can go up $50, you can go down $50. It doesn't fucking matter. When the trade is going to finish, you are going to cash out the profit. The trade just opened today. This is not the full potential of the market today. We're speculating over the market for 3 days to come, not just 1 day, not just 5 minutes. So we're not going to watch the market going up over 1 or 2 minutes and act crazy. This is not how it works.
Lana, that's so much money.
Okay, no.
We're not acting. It's not crazy. She's freaking out.
Lana is angry that I want to withdraw money. At one point, she's like screaming at me. She's feeling like all the time she wanted to steal all of my money and have me quit. Maybe I could have my own fake investment platform. And if that investment platform let me withdraw money, then Lana would be forced to withdraw her money. My guess was that she would call that one fake and legitimate, so when they gave me the money, she would look like the bad guy. Unfortunately, I think this was my downfall.
Look at this platform. It looks so shady.
Wait, why?
Look, it's weird. Look at the use margin and the free margin. What are they doing? How is this even possible? Look. The numbers don't add up for starters. Your balance is this much. Your equity is this much. Wait, your free use margin and free margin is this much. This indicates that your balance is what? These numbers don't add up. None of the numbers add up.
I mean, I don't really get to talk to the account manager that often. His name is John. But he said that the investments have been going really well.
It's not my business to say anything here.
Well, I gotta know. Is this something that I should be concerned about, or?
But I need to analyze what you have bought, actually, and I'll tell you what.
This is a custom account. Gradually, you need to trade scammers. Can I put US dollars in it?
You have US dollars. Why did you buy US dollars?
I was expecting it to go up because of the election.
No, you don't get US dollars. You get USDT. No, because of the election is not that here. You need to put money on the
It goes back.
I need to put Bitcoin in your account and load all of the values back.
Well, I had been doing some trading. Yeah, I had been.
May I know?
I've just been doing a little trading with different people over the past, year or two. I met this dude on WhatsApp. I think his name was Legit King Traders.
Okay, what I want to know is like pretty much has anybody
There's like hundreds of thousands of dollars in my history.
What? What's wrong?
Don't be scared. Nothing. I just want to know something. I want to see what the discrepancies in the numbers are. Don't panic over anywhere.
What discrepancies? What are you talking about, Lana?
No.
You're making me nervous.
Just a little more. Don't be nervous. You should have just a little more in your balance. Maybe you lost it over time. That's what I want to check. Maybe the value just...
This account has like all the history of me like sending hundreds of thousands to scammers. So she sees.
Oh, tell me,
at
or
one point,
how much experience
this was like
does he have?
$500,000.
Because I'm gonna
when she saw my Kraken account, she had been telling me about how poorly I managed the money, and I start to spin this like I'm nervous, I'm scared, maybe I've been scammed, and it's not really working. She's getting frustrated. She's angry that I'm angry. She was trying to steal all of my money.
You know what? I want to honestly. I think we. I want to take it out. stressing me out too much today. How do I withdraw this? How do I get? I want to take it out. No more hashtags. No more hashtags. No more messing around with any of this stuff. I'm down $104.
You shouldn't. The trade is about to recover. The trade.
Let me get out of this.
Give it a few minutes. The trade is about to recover.
Lana, I want to take it out. I want to just let me regroup. Let me take it out.
Let's do this.
$112 I'm down now. Let me sell.
Let me show you that. Don't.
I gotta get out of this.
This is a sell position that is open.
It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. I don't want to lose all this.
You will not. Let me show you why. Remember
I gotta sell it.
Let me show you. Legal to sell with a USD cash. This is a different trade. You open a different trade.
We gotta sell it.
Give me the mouse. I have experience here. I have experience. Let me show you what's open. This is the trade you have opened and you sell. Read. This is sell. What you opened is a different position.
No, let's sell the other one.
Like that. Look what I opened. How much you
No, I can't. I want out. I want out. This is stressing me out. I can't take it. I'm old. I'm not 36 anymore. I can't do this right now.
Okay, let me close this.
How do I take the money? Yeah, close it out. I want to close it out. I can't. This is freaking me out. How do I take it out? How do I withdraw my profits? I don't want to. I don't know if I can do this AI stuff and all these hashtags.
Now watch the trade.
They're saying I'm losing money on my cryptos and I'm losing. I've lost $120 now.
You're going to make $500.
It says I lost $200 right there.
The market is volatile.
I think she's editing my account. It just went from having negative $250 to negative $18. At one point, Lana just hangs up, and I never heard from her again. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but I think they were suspicious of me. There were a couple clues on my fake investment platform. Maybe I want something silly. I actually pressed control on my virtual machine and it pasted the capability, which I wouldn't have done, leading me to believe that she had that typed in on her Everybody wins. This is why it's called Big Butchery, because over the course of weeks or months, you, your friends, and your family continue to throw money into this platform. All the while you think you're making money, and suddenly it's gone. There's this, I wonder, but there's not. I even pretended to send them Bitcoin. The catch is that I sent them the Bitcoin through this weird full-time service that I made. In order to get the money, they have to call the 1-800.
Hey, this is Tony. How can I help you?
Yeah, hello.
Is anyone there?
Yeah, Tony, I want to withdraw.
These scammers believe it. They think that I've sent them $10,000 or $20,000 worth of Bitcoin and have spent literal days of their life on hold talking to fake support agents, filling out forms, desperate to get the Bitcoin.
What I need you to do, kind of like a little baby, just like, kind of like suck your thumb for a second and let it prove you're good to go.
Okay,
We have confirmation. Good. Okay, we have confirmation.
I can make them look like absolute fools.
My man.
Let me back up for a second. These scammers believe they're going Bitcoin, but the fake platform says that they might be a robot. It starts off by asking them to draw through simple shapes like circles and triangles, and eventually they're asked to draw nonsense. Some of these scammers actually spend hours trying to draw, hoping that they be verified. But eventually they call the 1-800 number that leads to me. And I tell them, I need a selfie-style photo to get started.
It's just not confident that you are a human or not. I know that sounds crazy, but we do have bots that call in and try to steal money from people.
How long have you been trying to get your phones?
3 days now.
3 days. Wow. That is, I'm so sorry.
I get a lot of call out ahead of me, and then boom, it's gone. And I have a lot of things to do, so I would appreciate you if you could just do that over the phone.
He's only spent like 28
I didn't get your name again.
hours
your
on
name
them.
was?
Only 28 hours.
We can just do a quick, painless verification over the phone. It'll only take a couple minutes, and then we can release that
Alright.
.329195 BTC that you yourself deserve.
This is the first selfie I got. You can tell it has a Snapchat filter, and the EXIF data said it was a few months old.
Our compliance team took a look at the photo that you sent. It looks like that photo was about 2 months old and was utilizing a Snapchat filter. Could you please upload a current photo of yourself?
Okay, you want to put a knot up, you don't want a Snapchat filter. After that, is there anything else I have to do to get a coin?
This is just a very simple human verification process.
Oh, it says file upload beginning. These scammers normally hide behind their fake profiles, but with the promise of Bitcoin, the selfies start rolling in.
Our system says it's 13% sure that you are not a robot. Are you familiar with the idea of a duck face or a kissy face? Can you make that emoji as if you're kissing someone for Valentine's Day and upload that picture like a kissy face style photo?
That okay. Really?
Yes, sir. It doesn't quite look like you're making a face. You know what I mean? You could do a winky face, kissy face, or the shocked face, like you're really surprised. You have to show human emotion is the idea.
I'll go with the shocked face. You okay with the shocked face?
Yeah, that's fine. Make sure you're really surprised, like a Mr. Beast thumbnail, if you know what I'm saying.
Alright, here we go. The one we've all been
That's the best you could do for surprise. Okay, okay, good. I got good news and bad news. It does say that it's 57% sure you're a human. If you get pre-surprised, it's apparently No, it's not that you don't look human. Don't take this the wrong way. It's like an AI thing. It's to prove that you're not a bot.
fuck it up.
I don't make the rules. Like, I think you're a human. Obviously, I think you're a human being. People can fake these things. That's the thing, right? With deep fake technology and Google.
Could you write down "I love my coin" on that paper, and then put like some hearts on there?
The scammers are going along with whatever I ask. So I start to get more and more adventures.
That is pretty dang close. That is exactly what we were looking for. We just need you to stick out your tongue while you do it.
I could do what?
Did the exact same thing that you just did, but stick your tongue out while you do it there, Mr. Chris. So it says that it's 77% sure that you're a human, so we only would be able to authorize to send you a quarter of the funds. There's another option we could do, because we're so close. Could you do another photo of you, just like make a thumbs down picture and then you cry, like kind of make your face like really sad, like a little baby who just is crying. He's just so sad.
It's almost like I'm torturing the scammers, but they can leave any time. They just stop trying to steal my fake Facebook.
Again, try not to kill the hostages, but this goes to shit when we cry.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, press and hold the horn for 10 seconds.
Charges are on a timer. Keep that in mind. Remember,
I don't hear the horn.
you're going through are a special alloy. Only the thermal charges you got from the convoy will work on them.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound like a horn. Okay.
Demolitions through the first gate. Crowd control. Get behind there and get your guns in the tellers. Now, there's a second gate that will get you access to the lower level. Blow it.
Okay, so it looks like we need to do one or two more. Do you have anything that could help you look like a pirate by chance? Like, do you have an eye patch and a hat?
No.
Do you have access to any kind of fruit, like an apple, an orange, pineapple, mango? Okay, you don't have any fruit in your pocket.
This guy did have fruit, and he wrote my secret code on it. And then a few days later, unprompted, he sent this image to me.
Again, it's just for safety purposes to verify that we're not talking to like a bot or anything. Okay, so I do see we got the thumbs up. We got the thumbs up photo and the really sad photo. And I'm submitting those right now. It should be going through right now, hopefully.
You don't have to shoot
Let me see.
We can't hopefully
Yeah, it doesn't seem like I keep clicking send. It's supposed to go through, but you still there? Can you just honk your horn to let me know you're still there?
Thermal explosives on the titanium gates in the vault.
Got it. Yeah, got it. Okay, so.
Hands where I can see him.
Yeah, okay, great.
Take your finger and your thumb and make it the shape of an L. And put that. I'm sorry that this is so confusing for you. Do you need to call back another time when you're ready to follow the instructions?
Put my finger in my forehead and I'll make a video and I will send you guys. Then after that, you're going to play it softly and I'm going to be able to get it coin, right?
Yes. We need you to just take the L, okay, Mr. Chris? Make your finger and your thumb in the shape of an L. It's like an upside down 7, and you will then apply slight pressure on your forehead. So this should be an L on your forehead. Why can you? This is not hard. Chris, this is not hard. I need you to do 2 things for me.
So then, I'm almost through.
Somebody once told me L like a lizard, L like lizard, L like limo. Okay, yeah, take that shape, and then you want to move that on your forehead. I'm not sure if you really understand. So that's the letter, I would say that's kind of the letter C, or maybe the size of your brain. I'm not sure. So, okay, let's try it.
Tell me what else to do. Tell me what else to do.
Alright, so let's just take a deep breath. Listen up.
Getting a scammer to put an L on their forehead was proving to be difficult, but eventually we got it.
It's not very fun for me having to do this, but it's part of my job. Okay, so yeah, that's the that's the L. Yeah, so take that L shape, perfect form. Take that L shape and just place that on your forehead. I just want you to take the L for this one and place that L on your forehead. It's not perfect, but I think that'll go through. I think you took the L on that one, buddy. Nice. Hey now, you're an all-star. It looks like it's cool.
I think we might have finally gotten it a little bit. It's like it's close. Well, it's close enough. Let me push this to the compliance and see.
Take a left down Vinewood Boulevard and duck down the alley to the right.
Okay, I'm ready. Please, I would like to get the car with Josh today, okay?
Okay, one quick second. I'm so sorry, Mr. Fish. We're really close. We're about 50% of the way there.
It looks like because we sent in that one duplicate, we got docked a couple points. We're at 98% approval here. My manager's saying what's been working for most of our customers today. What I need you to do is kind of like a little baby, just let, kind of like suck your thumb for a second. That'll prove you're good to go.
Are you kidding me?
I am absolutely not kidding you. I apologize. I know it sounds crazy, but
no. I will take that. That doesn't make sense.
Babies can't be deep fakes. That's the thing. So if you kind of suck your thumb for a second, like a baby, we'll be able to push this through. I'll transfer the money right away.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You want me to really?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. I can't believe. Are you kidding me? Like for real?
I am 100% asking you to suck your thumb like a little baby and send a picture.
You better be 100%. Because well, why would you even say that to me? What like? Oh my! You just want me to lose this right now? Like, I want to lose this. Okay? Put my phone in my mouth and I'm saying that.
Yeah, but make sure it's like make sure kind of like a baby sucking his thumb, make it real good, and then we'll send that off.
I need you to stay together. Come out of the bank, take a left down Vinewood Boulevard and duck down the alley to the right.
What I need you to do is a side profile view of the suckling of your thumb. I think the AI verification system is going to need clear evidence of the suckling motion in order.
You don't want to hang around out there. Follow the route as quick as you can. Alright, now you're going across the road to the next alley.
Listen, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
Now, make a play for the bike so they're up ahead. Reach dash to behind that apartment building. We can lift the body off by the bikes
It's
if you
very
need it.
uncomfortable for me as a professional to ask you to suck on anything for that matter. But it is business. What I got to do to get things sent off to you.
Okay, I'll do the thumb talking right now. I'm in the car. I'll do the thumb talking.
We have okay, good. We have confirmation. Good. Okay, we have confirmation. My man.
Could you do me a favor? Can you get us
Use the bikes to get away from the cops and to get upstate. We left a dinghy at Redwood Canyon. That's your exit plan. There's a route coming to your GPS now. It'll take you off-road, away from the cops, and towards our boat. Stay together or go a different way if you want, but this will be the safest route.
It is perfectly reasonable, sir.
Alright, so what do I have to do now? Get the spoon and plantain and take a coffee with it?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the plantain kind of like a mustache, and then we're going to balance the spoon on your head.
A minute later, and he sent this video. He might have followed the rules, but this became my goal. Every streamer needs to upload a video. maybe even say subscribe to Kiboga.
Kidney, burger, some to kid burger.
It's okay. It's pretty close. Okay.
Okay. Boot.
I even told one scammer we had to cancel his human verification and start over so it could get a video.
Okay, so it says human verification was complete. Let me just cancel this so we can make sure we get everything. I want to make sure we didn't mess anything up here. So, can you just please say cancel over the phone really quick?
I just go through the verification and when you calculate it, put me on time.
Okay, you said okay, so, it is February 14th, and we're going to cancel that process because there could be some problem with it. I actually don't see any photos of the standard is calling the mayor. He's probably patched in the chair making it depository, and they're all about to tear the ass out of the chief of police. Cops on the street will be highly motivated to bring you down. Ever want to do is
Worry about that, just get to Raccoon Canyon.
I don't know if you have a banana or make a kissing face. That's the most important part. Okay? So a sock, spatula, spoon, and sponge, call us back, and we'll be ready to help.
So, have any dye packs gone off
this is
the bags?
required.
You'd know because you'd be covered in paint? No? That means the transponders worked. Thank you, Avi Schwartzman.
You guys are just messing with me, like, maybe I'll just have to call it not correct those methods.
Well, there's definitely no messing going on. This is industry standard for anti-deepfake technology. This is the way of the future.
This one guy was getting tired of my quest, so I decided to pivot a little bit.
If you want faster service, if you don't want to do it this way, you could sign up for. Have you heard of Kraken before? It's our payment partner. It's a crypto exchange. They take security very seriously. So what we can do is if you sign up on Kraken and you verify your account, you go through their KYC process. It's much easier than ours. And then you were to try to withdraw the funds to a verified Kraken account, then we could bypass our KYC.
Sometimes these scammers are dumb enough to upload their passport or identifiable information to Kraken. I partnered with them over a year ago to fight back against these scams, and I'm happy to report that over 720 wallets have been collected through our efforts, and it's becoming normal to see paths like this, where multiple victims send money to one wallet, and they can clearly see them trying to withdraw funds, and depending on what experience these scammers are using, Kraken can work with their fraud teams to get their accounts frozen. So I gotta take the shot. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't take the bait, but he does start uploading pictures of household wares I told him to gather, and eventually I start seeing some of the videos.
This is his point. This is the service. Just to access food. And this is my plate.
So he sent that in, and then I was like, alright, well the problem is you didn't say your passphrase. Like, thanks for sending in the video, but you were asked to, you were asked to send that in while saying your passphrase. So then he sent this in. So the problem with this is, it seems as though he used 6 random words from the passphrase that we gave him on his dashboard. And that also was not acceptable. So I replied to him and said, thanks, perfect format, good effort, but unfortunately this will fail our human verification process. He sent me yet another video.
I have the location, but I can't see anything.
Okay, unfortunately he didn't say the word like. The first word he was supposed to say was like, because I wanted to get him saying, subscribe to Koga, smash the like button.
That's where you're aiming.
After talking to all these scammers, the next guy I told I had to do a video verification, and I started really grilling about what he's doing, and he starts to sweat.
Are you wearing any shoes or anything like that?
Yeah, I have a slipper here.
Okay, can you please go ahead and put that slipper on your head to verify that you are indeed a human?
Okay, let me pick it up. Can you see that?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I mean, so far the system says it's 76% sure that you are a human, which is great. Okay. It doesn't think that this is AI generated, and that's good. I'm trying to think of anything else we can do to push that over the edge. I mean, I ain't convinced myself. Or do you know music at all? Do you want to sing a song, maybe?
Let me see, which song?
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
Can I do 50%?
Yeah, 50.
Okay, I take you to the candy shop. I give you all you want. I'ma be the man you want. Come on, baby, come and roll with me. Is that good?
Yeah, it does. That actually, unfortunately, that part it actually thought was AI generated. It had a DMCA detection. It actually thought that might have been the real song. That's very strange.
Okay.
All right, now can you go ahead and just tilt that maybe a little bit sideways and hold it like it's a phone, like you're talking to me on your shoe.
We left a dinghy at Ratton Canyon.
Like,
That's your exit plan.
kind of
There's
like
a route coming to your GPS
and now let's have like a
It'll take
quick
you
little
off-road,
role-play
away from the cops, and towards
conversation
our
like
boat.
you and I are
Stay
having a
together
phone
or
call.
go
Now, I'm
a
gonna
different way
pretend
if
to
you
be your
want, but
dad,
this'll
and
be
you
the
can
safest
pretend to
route.
be who do you want to be?
Okay.
Go!
Okay.
I like the way you operate. If this job had gone different,
yeah,
we'd be dealing with a whole lot more cops.
I'm doing well.
Can
how's school going?
That's good. School's going fine, Dad.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah, I'm winning, Dad.
You married?
No, Dad. I'm not, but I do have a girlfriend.
Okay, tell me about her. How's your girlfriend?
She's nice. Her name is Sally.
Okay. And does she know about, what you do
Right
for
about
a
now,
living?
the
Does she
CEO
know
of
about your
Pack
job?
Standard is calling the mayor. He's probably patched in the chair of the
job,
union
Dad.
depository, and they're all about to
Okay.
tear the
Tell me-
ass out of the chief of police. Cops on the street will be
Tell
highly
me about your
motivated to
job.
bring
So
you down.
tell me about it. How long have you been a homeless
Just get
day
to Ratton
trader?
Canyon. I've got a plan.
Just for a couple of months,
Okay. Whose home are you in right now?
My friend,
Okay. That's a good friend. Are you associated with any Facebook accounts in which you asked people to invest money in various assets that you have no business investing?
No, because you'd be covered in paint? No?
No,
That means the transponder's worked.
Okay,
Thank
do
you,
you have a
Lobby
Facebook
Schwartzman.
account?
I just trade on my forex. I just tried straight on forex. That's all.
Okay. Have you ever told anyone that if they invested money with you, that you would be able to make them an incredible profit in a very quick amount of time?
Nah. I don't do that. I haven't done that before.
No, never. You would never. You're not a liar, right?
No.
No. Okay. Can you look at the camera and say I'm not a liar?
I'm not alive.
Okay, and can you say I'm a professional trader?
I'm a professional trader.
Okay, who's Stacy Daniel, by the way?
Stacy Daniel. I don't have any idea. I don't know that.
Have you ever pretended to be somebody else on the internet for financial gain?
Don't have time right now. Get out of there as quick as you can.
No.
No? It says it's 97% sure that you're not an AI, which is great. But it's only 20% sure you're not lying, which is kind of weird. I've never had that problem before.
Please help me, please. I need you to help me. Like, you should do. I already have an so we could just chat over and I could do you something from front. Like, I'm serious, please. I just need your help.
Yeah. So you've never traded before in your life, though? You're not like an actual certified trader?
No, not like I'm a professional. I'm still learning, you know.
Yeah. Have you ever made money trading, like ever?
No, but I've seen my friend do, you know.
Okay, you've seen your friends do it. So I can't see you anymore. I can't see. The system can't see you.
Sorry. I'm still here.
Why is it that you claim to be a professional trader online?
Claim to be?
When you told your dad, Norman, that he was going to make money trading with you, how could you tell him that?
Oh, I never told my dad. I just told him that, okay, this is what I was trying to learn, you know, Forex, and I was trying to explain everything about Forex to him, just like my friend had told me earlier. So that was what I just did, and my dad was like, was I sure about this stuff? And I said, yes. Oh, that was why he sent me. Yeah.
Yeah, could you maybe hold it near your face and say, I love my coin?
I love my coin. I love my coin.
How much do you love it?
Very much.
Enough to marry it? Like, if you could hypothetically marry a company, would you marry it?
I don't understand.
Why was your Facebook account taken down? Was that for violating any terms of service or anything?
Not really. I don't know. Maybe it was because of I was trying to join groups that I could see the updates on Forex, you know.
Yeah, I can't quite see
like
your face now. I can't see your face anymore.
Let me talk to you on the line.
That guy has not called back since. His Facebook accounts have been deleted, and hopefully he's scared. As funny as it is to make these guys look like fools, it is a very serious scam. This experience has been wild to me because on one hand, it's hilarious what I can put these scammers through. If I dangle that carrot a big enough, they seem to be willing to do just about anything. But on the other hand, these guys devastate people's lives. Maybe you've had a chance to laugh and learn a few things about how these scams work and the scammers that hide behind these profiles. If you did, please consider sharing this with someone. Again, this is the most pervasive scam in the world right now. And as always, know that you are valuable, know that you matter, and I hope you get a chance to pursue something that you find meaningful this week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Just a quick note, I have no reason to believe that these scammers were held against their will. Sadly, some big butchering scammers are. It is a global crisis and something everyone needs to be aware of. Highly recommend checking out Jim Browning's latest video or John Oliver's. I'll put a link in the description. This is crazy. The dude sent 3 photos of himself sucking his thumb. And he even said, like, you guys better not be messing with me. Like, why would anyone ever ask you to suck your thumb?
This is the President of the United States.
That's where you're aiming.
How are you going to go back?
This is the story of 6 scammers who think they found the perfect target.
Listen to me very carefully, okay? And do what I said.
But after 20...
What is wrong with you?
30...
Shut up.
50 hours worth of phone calls...
Shut up! Shut up!
They
is not the right thing that you are doing.
You sound like you're upset, Mr. President.
This is one of the craziest stories I've ever been a part of, and I made these scammers extremely angry. This took place over a year, and was something like 53 hours worth of phone calls, not counting text messages and random WhatsApp conversations late at night. This is certainly one of my favorite calls, and there was a lot of twists and turns.
Advantage on the cops right now, but it won't last for long. Let's make it count, people. Move before they can figure out what happened.
Carl.
Hold on a second, hold on.
Just one thing I need you. Yes, sir.
That's Carl. I've been feeding the crow. I've been feeding this crow. I named him Carl.
And that is not your personal pet, but you are feeding him or her.
Right. I sometimes I just feed him. He lives in a tree.
So they come
close.
to your garden and you just feed them.
Yeah.
I usually do it for my cat, which is not mine, but that visits to my home sometimes.
What was that? What did you say?
Nothing, sir. I'm sharing my studio as well. Oh,
yeah, he's real smart. He's real smart. I put out a whole bunch of food for him today. He's pretty. Okay, so what were you saying? What were you?
That is good.
He scares the chipmunks and the squirrels and stuff away from the bird seed. So I really like that. I like keeping him. I like keeping him around.
So good, sir. And he's asking for you. Like he's continuously asking for you.
The first scammer is surprisingly nice, and as he goes through his scam script, we seem to make a bit of a connection. Or maybe he just thinks I'm the perfect target.
Yeah, sometimes we talk. It gets a little lonely around the house. Nice to have a friend.
That is good. You have a boyfriend who always replies to you.
No, I don't have a boyfriend. No. I have a crow friend.
No, sir. I'm saying a bird friend.
Oh,
not a boyfriend, sir.
Oh, okay.
These scammers were claiming to be from an antivirus company. They actually provide lists of people who previously purchased antivirus software or computer-related services, and often that information comes from data breaches. I use an app called Aura to monitor my identity, and I just got a notification about an AT&T breach in which somewhere around 70 million people's identities were leaked. Their social security, full address, name. This was just becoming a regular occurrence. Years ago, I searched for my name on Google and saw that you could find everything about me, where I lived, the name of my children, and it was terrifying. I'm much more careful about the information that I share these days, but Aura can help you remove that from the web, as well as let you know if your data ever does get used. This happened to a family member of mine, where they stole their identity and tried to sign up for a bunch of bank accounts. Aura has been a huge supporter of this channel over the years, and they're giving listeners a 21-day free trial. You can sign up, find out what breaches you've been involved in, and start opting out of data brokers selling all your stuff all over the internet. Check out aura.com/Kiboga to get started. I think these scammers are going to wish they opted out of ever talking to me.
I was thinking about making a YouTube page. I don't know how to do that, but I even got I got myself a web camera for Christmas.
Yep.
And I said,
That's
you know,
good.
Richard, maybe you could make a YouTube website about crows to teach people.
That is quite easy, sir. Once we fix this problem, your security problem, for which you are paying $399, like $400 right now. So once we'll fix it, I'll definitely guide you for the YouTube channel also, how to make a YouTube channel.
Yeah, because I don't really know how to record and upload and all that, but if you could help me, man, I
can give you.
Are you ready?
I can give you a complete tutorial on it.
Yeah, I've
so
kept
don't
it simple
worry.
since you all seem pretty simple.
First of all,
In a good way. In a good way. In a
Can
good,
you imagine
straight
that?
ahead, low IQ
right
kind of. Oh no,
That's
Yes,
my
sir.
goal for the year.
Actually,
This right here is my goal for the year.
yes, sir.
I had no idea that this story would go on for months, and eventually I would accomplish the goal of getting these scammers to help me make a YouTube video. But for now, the scammers just tell me there's a hacker on my bank account, and of course they can help me get connected to the perfect bank representative right away.
Thank you for calling Bank of America. My name is Mark. May I know your first and your last name, please?
Oh, hi, Mark. It's me, Richard Andrews. Did you notice anything weird on the account?
This isn't the real Bank of America.
There are a few things I have noticed. There's a one pending charge, and that charge it's coming from a website. Get a pen and paper. I want you to write few things down.
The website's called what? GetAPenAndPaper.com. What is it?
I want you to get a pen and paper. Write something down.
I want you to get a pen and paper.com? That's insane. You know, websites just...
Seriously? Are you serious right now? Sir, go and get a pen and paper. I will tell you something, you need to write it down.
I thought you were telling me. I thought you were... Oh, jeez. I was going to say, who buys the website, I want you to go get a pen and paper?
They think they found the perfect target.
Put your masks on when you get in the bank, then crowd control. Crowd control. You get in their faces, shout at them, shoot near them if you have to. Just try not to kill them. In my view, that would be cool. Demolitions, hacker, your first job's to subdue the guards. Again, try and do it without killing them. Then when it's done, go downstairs and hit the vault. I've given you special carbides with suppressors. Use them wisely. Like I said, this is a big deal, people. Don't fuck it up.
Start with B as in boy or P as in...
Forget it. There is a one charge. It's coming towards your account, sir, and that charge is $100,000.
What?
Yes.
No.
Different website.
You can't be serious.
And all the charges are coming from this other website. These charges won't be cancelled, sir, because these charges are pre-authorized. And let me tell you what is pre-authorization means as well. If the amount is above 10,000 or sometimes 15,000, Bank IVR always calls to our customer and verify the charge like this. Do you authorize this charge? Please press 1. If not, please press 2.
I don't authorize it.
Somebody press 1 from your end. Take this charge a pre-authorized. It won't be cancelled.
I keep pressing
That
2,
means
but...
the person who... No. Somebody already did in the last day. Somebody already did. Yesterday. Last night, somebody already did.
Go! Need crowd control managing hostages. Demolitions and hacker putting down guards. Again, try not to kill the hostages. If this goes to shit, we'll need collateral.
Last night.
The guards are down?
That
Okay,
means your
demolitions
phone
blow the
line
first out. Charges are on the timer. Keep that in mind. Remember, the gates are
Somebody hacked your phone line too.
only the thermal charges you got from the convoy work on them.
Pornographic material.
Stay in control. If they think you're weak, they might try something. Demolitions through the first gate. Crowd control. Get behind there and get your gun to the tellers.
I don't want someone to
Now,
find
there's
out
a second gate that'll give you access to the lower level. Blow it.
Whatever. You know, that's my life savings.
reset your account. Once your account has been resetted, I will merge the original account and the dummy account. Everything will be safe and secure after that.
Okay, so let me use the account. Yeah, I'm in the account. If you don't mind, I'm gonna pull up step by step instructions how to open a Bank of America account for Citi. How to do the dummy account, how to open
as well. Right? If we put all eyes on you, we cannot handle other customers. If future you want to call us for the bank, so mat kara the budget and start the
Now regroup back on the main floor.
Is this some kind of a joke to you?
Yes, this is funny. Yes, this is joke to me.
Why?
Yes, this is joke to me.
I need a hook.
Idiot.
Why would you say that?
Obviously, this is not a joke to me. Alright, I am sorry about that. You have to go to the bank. Then you have to go to the teller and tell him that you want to do a wire transfer. Okay?
Do you have a case
listen
number?
To me.
Do you have a case number?
Listen to me.
If you just give me the case
again,
number.
you are saying you're not listening?
Since I'm going to be going to Bank of America, I could just say, hey, can you guys...
Hello?
I need you to stay together. Remember, Bank, take a left down Reinhardt Boulevard and duck down the alley to the right.
A couple dummy accounts for me, and I just need to move
Can you hear me?
$80,000 and $40,000 into those. That way the hackers don't win.
Keep going down the alley.
I'm going, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you hear me?
Why you are not listening to me? First of all, answer this question. So many times, listen to me. Why you not listening to me? Why you keep talking?
Get out of there!
I don't know.
Don't ask any question. Just do what I said. When you are doing it, simply tell them it is for the business purpose. That's it. Because we are right now, we are not telling anybody anything what is going on at this point of time. Because we don't know who all are involved right now.
3.5 hours have gone by, and Mark is angry. He thought this was going to be an easy score, but it's proven to be really complicated. He wants me to wire all of my money to a safe account. Of course, this is one of their accounts. They're trying to steal all of my money. He clearly tells me that I shouldn't tell any of the bank tellers this. If I were to say that somebody from Bank of America is trying to safeguard all of my money, they would know that it's a scam. I pretended to misunderstand this, just to make him even more angry.
Suppose you are in the bank. Now tell me how you are going to do it. I'm the teller.
Use the bikes to get away from the cops and to get upstate. We left the dinghy at Barr-Nunn Canyon. That's your exit plan. There's a route coming to your GPS now. It'll take you off-road, away from the cops, and towards our boat.
I want to transfer money.
Together or go a different way if you want, but this will be the safest route.
I want to transfer money.
With the extra points, you know, the 5%.
What are you doing, sir? This is not a time for any jokes.
I know.
This is serious thing.
I know, I'm just... Okay. I'd like to make a business Maybe I'll walk up and I'll wear a hat.
I like the way you operate.
That way no one will
Job and going different.
No need to do anything like this.
And then I can. Do I have to tell my name is Richard, or should I make up a different name?
Absolutely. Now the banker will get your information. How else? You have to give your information to him. Get that receipt with you
Make a business.
for $80,000.
I'd like to make a new business.
Listen to me.
I'd like to transfer $80,000 to a dummy account that was just set up by the fraud team.
Listen. Don't interrupt me.
What was that?
When you have
Now, the CEO of Paxton is calling the mayor. He's probably patched in the chair of the Union Depository, and they're all about to tear the ass out of the chief of police. Cops on the street will be highly motivated to bring you down. Just get to Rattle Canyon.
why you are
Got a
transferring
plan.
the funds?
To save
Let the banker
to save
ask
my
you
account.
the
Safeguard my funds.
There's the fifth time you want me to repeat the same thing.
No, this is Richard. Can you hear me okay? I'm gonna go to the bank. I'm going to the bank.
Have any dye packs gone off in the bags?
from my
You
business
know because you'd
account
be
to
covered in
this
paint.
business account.
No? That means the transponders worked. Thank you, Avi Schwartzman.
Yeah, and if they ask you why you're doing
Why
this,
do you
simply
keep
tell
asking
them
me to
this is for the
repeat it? Are you
investment.
dumb?
Yes, I am dumb, sir. You are not. I am dumb.
At this point, I pretend to drive to the bank and wire $80,000 to the scammers. They're probably excited, but the joke is that Richard gets the last few digits wrong. I actually had a friend take a picture of a fake Bank of America receipt and he texted this to the scammers. This is not the correct bank account. So of course, they're not happy.
Are you listening to me or
Do you want
not?
to send me some of the documents for the
listening to me
business
or
that we
not,
made together? That way when I go to the bank in the morning,
Are you
I can
listening to
tell
me?
the manager that I have the
Are you
different
listening?
articles and
Are you listening?
information
Are you listening?
documents
Are you listening?
that
Are you
you
listening?
submitted
Are you
with the
listening?
state. That way we can
Shut up.
actually
Shut
be
up.
You know what you have lots of time? When you're put in jail for robbing a bank and putting down a load of cops. You don't have time right now. Get out of there as quick as you can.
Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me?
If my son finds out that I bought $40,000 worth of pornography, he's never gonna let me see my grandkid again.
Are you listening? Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Shut up. Shut up. Shut your bloody mouth, idiot.
Keep going. Don't worry about the cops. Worry about getting to the canyon.
Correct documents. So if you would
Idiot.
send those to me vis-a-vis that email, that would actually be
Shut up. Shut up.
I was thinking
Shut
for
up.
the names
Shut
of
up.
the business,
Shut
maybe
up.
we could do something
up.
like.
Shut up.
I'm gonna throw these out at you. What
Sir,
if
are
we
you
did one
serious right
called
now?
Richard's Garden Service. I've always liked gardening, so it wouldn't be too crazy to think that I would start a gardening service.
He just gave up.
Announcement. Go back to your home and give me the ID.
Okay, I think we got disconnected there. I was saying, I don't know, do you need me to back up a little bit? I was talking about how the guy at the bank
to your home.
told me that I could create a business bank account if I had the correct information.
Can you hear me?
Does it matter?
Can you hear me?
Does it matter which one we do? Like, would
Can
it
you
be,
hear me?
do we have to
Can you
use the
hear
word
me?
dummy somewhere in there? Or does it matter at all? Or maybe it would be...
Can you hear me?
Okay, I actually do have a quick question
hear
for you,
me?
Carl.
Can you
Because
hear
I'm going to start writing this stuff down to ask my son about.
Can you hear me?
Do you need to be one of the members of the company when I set up the account? Or should I, is it just me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
me?
I'm asking when I set up this, this new business.
I want
See that boat in the creek? That's where you're aiming.
Can you hear
Do
me?
I need to be the sole proprietor, or are you also going to be a part of the business?
Can you hear me? Hello, hello,
Set up,
hello,
and
hello,
is it
hello,
going to be a
hello,
tax
hello, hello, hello,
tax
hello,
deductible,
hello, hello,
501c3 or
Can you hear
501c3?
me? Can you hear me? You will lose your $80,000. Mark my words. I am not getting your ID. So I want your ID within half an hour.
Are you threatening me?
When you have the ID,
No, I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you because you're not listening. You're
I'm
just
sorry, did a
blank,
Bank
blank,
of
blank,
America
blank, blank.
employee
Listen
just
to me.
threaten me on a recorded line?
Do not irritate me, sir. You have irritated me so much.
Hey, Mark.
Now, I want your ID in order to active your account. You need the ID.
Hey, you mark my words, Mark. I will have not ever treat me like that again. I am your customer. You are here to make my life better. You are here to solve my problems.
Announcement.
When you get up in the morning, the only thing you should be thinking about is Richard Andrews. Your job is to please me. Customer satisfaction guarantee. At the end of the week, I should be telling everyone how awesome Where is Mark Williams in the fraud department helped me out. So you say sorry.
Are you dumb? First of all, you say sorry, then I will say sorry. You say sorry.
There's a lot of confused voices coming out of my police scanner right now. You know what? I might have just pulled this off. Maybe I am a genius after all.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
No, say sorry.
Sorry.
For what? What are you sorry
now
for?
Listen to me carefully. Because I misbehaved to you, that is why I'm sorry. Okay?
What else did you do?
Now listen to me.
You
What I
called,
mean.
what else? What did you call me?
I am so sorry about that. Whatever I call you, I'm so
No,
sorry.
I want to know.
really
What is it that you called me? What did you call me? I want to hear it. Say, I'm sorry for calling you dumb.
Yes, I'm sorry to calling you dumb. I'm sorry to calling you shut up. I'm sorry to call you everything. Okay?
Now I want you to
listen
hold your
very
right hand in
You
the
did
air
it.
and say, I will be respectful.
I know how to do that much,
and
but
I will care about you.
I will be
and I will save your money. No
I
matter
will care
what.
about
I thought
you,
you were just a bunch
and I will
of,
save your money. No matter what. But in order to save your
turns
money,
out
sir,
you're
listen
a
to me and
bunch of
try to
creepy,
understand
quiet
you
weirdos
your
with
ID,
talent.
and that is important. And that is important. Within half an hour, we need your ID in order to activate
Hey, Mark, my son's calling me. I'll call you back in a little bit.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Here, let me wire you your
Are you
money.
listening to me or not?
You know,
When I hung up, I wasn't sure
I will never
I would
forget
ever
the
hear
good
from them
times.
again. But
All
the next
the
day,
laughs
they
we
called
had.
back.
You're
Good
like
morning.
family.
Good morning.
The
How are
picnic. The
I'm good,
picnic.
How are you?
And the hike in the woods.
I told you
all the
yesterday night when you
selfies.
reach your home, call
and
me.
the
Why
time
didn't you
went
call me?
rollerblading and we watched the sunset
tired.
and we
Spent a
stayed
while
up
working
all
on
night
a
talking
website
and sharing
for
our
a new
innermost
business.
fears.
I called it Go Crow or Crow Pro. Because it's going to be a video web page.
That wasn't you?
I think.
It starts to become clear
was the
that
skinny
Mark
dipping and
doesn't
the-
really want to put in work. He just wants to yell and force me to do things.
What are you
a
saying?
good cop, bad cop thing starts to happen. Where Mike and some of the other scammers will humor me and put up with ridiculous things, and Mark comes in for the kill.
Well, I've been struggling to get my microphone to work, and I had an idea that I need some help with. Maybe you could help me really quick, because I'm trying to make a movie. It's like a pitch for. It's like
you
a
better
marketing
take off
pitch for
and
my
take
product
care.
ideas. So could you record something for me?
Bye.
Yeah, definitely.
Get your sound recorder open. Really quick.
Sure.
And I want you to say this. I want you to say, crows, the future of our world. No. Crows, the future of the universe. Crows are the force that hold us together. Are you writing this down? Here at Crow Pro, we're Pro Crow. So if you want to get out of the quid pro quo, then go Crow Pro. Something like that.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna start now from the beginning. Okay. Crow. Here at Crow Pro, we are Pro. Break the status. Pro with our Pro videos and facts. Daily videos plus products in your email inbox.
Sign up now plus reshoot plus fell off for the crow in your life. Caw crow. Yeah, jingle. What about that, sir? Did you like it?
That was pretty good. The jingle, I think the jingle could have gone a little bit better. The jingle at the end, I was hoping would be a little bit more like.
Don't worry about that. We have the editing features, and we have the. Okay, let me do it again. Caw, crow, here at crow. We are crow, break the status crow. With our crow, videos and facts. Daily videos plus products in your email inbox. Sign up now plus ratio plus fella for the crow in your life. Caw, crow, yeah.
That is chef's kiss. Mwah. That is significantly better than I ever dreamed it could have been.
I told the scammers I had to go, and over the weekend, we made this masterpiece.
I can do it later on, but you can understand the situation is we are crow. Bring the straightest crow. Our crow. Yeah, that's my voice. Daily videos for the crow in your life. Daily videos.
What the fuck?
Crow, in a world where we don't have enough crows, we have one. That's you! I forgot, Mike.
You remember my voice. You don't remember my voice?
Yeah, that thing went viral. That's a hit. That marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll have to pay it back for it sometime.
It's been 7 hours, and Mark wants his money. But I tell him I've been talking to another scammer.
These guys are doing just wrong with you, but you are not listening even a word.
You don't understand.
You have done each and everything wrong. I am understanding
the Vice President of the United States right now. You don't understand.
Are you serious right now, Vice President? I'm not gonna talk to you. What the you're talking about?
I've talked to her
guys
before,
are doing
Camilla.
shit with you. Do not. No. These guys are making fun of you. Don't do that.
I'm on hold on the other
If you
line.
do anything wrong, cut that call straight away. Do not pick them. Just hang up them right away.
Thank you for
All
caring.
right, do me a favor.
Thank you for caring so much about my bank, but
Get me on the line.
the government is
Get me on the
safeguarding
line.
my funds.
Get me on the line.
Hold on, let me check.
Get me on the line with them.
I had an idea to make him angry.
I'm telling
Okay, can
you
you
so
hear?
many
I
times.
have you
Why
on
you are
hold
not
right
getting
now.
it?
Can you hear it? The hold music.
This is bullshit. Do you know this? This is
It's
bullshit.
the Star Spangled Banner.
You
Mark.
don't talk. You
Don't
don't talk. Let me talk to him.
disrespect
Let me
that.
talk to him, okay? Just keep your mouth shut. Let me talk to him.
I've never been able to talk to the president. I've asked.
Calm down. You don't do anything. Just calm yourself down first of all, okay? Calm yourself down. Let me talk to him. Vice President. Seriously? You're that much
According
done?
to our guy,
What do you
Maze
think?
Bank has
Vice President
serious
is free all the
security
time?
around this
so
project.
much about the
Physical
citizen.
security. Pavel, are you
Vice
there?
President.
FIB, freeze!
It just takes time, you know.
I tracked the shipment of thermal charges into the state all last week. If you're worried about the deep locks, the charges could melt metals here. If you sent the location of the depot they arrived
What's the name of you? Can you name please?
Pamela.
What
The Vice
is your
President.
name? Pamela. Vice President. What is the full name?
Vice President Harris.
Google it. Don't Google it. And this is
Pamela
purely a
Harris?
makeup voice. This is purely a makeup voice. Can't you hear it? Richard, these guys are making fun of you.
Oh,
These guys are scam with you.
Richard. We spoke before.
Idiot.
Yeah,
Richard,
this
don't
guy.
talk. You don't talk.
This guy.
Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. You can talk.
Okay, so
You don't talk. Yes. Yes, Vice President.
Is everything
How are you?
I am doing well. I don't have too much time as we value all of the citizens in the United States of America. So we have to make sure to spread the love evenly.
When you arrive, look for a delivery person. The package log will have a code.
Richard,
Send me a photo and I can run it through
yeah,
the system
Richard?
and find an address.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, what's going on?
Why did you call? Frank said that you needed some help.
Disconnect them. First of all, disconnect this asshole.
I'm not gonna disconnect from the
Once you get it,
president.
he's a makeup voice. He's a makeup voice.
Okay, Richard,
Idiot.
just
It's
so
a
you
makeup
know,
voice.
I've been able to get some more security lockers for you. Who is this? Okay, who is this guy, Mark? Mark, where do you work?
Vice President money. Vice President की spelling बोली जरा बिना Google करे.
I'm sorry. What on earth is he saying?
You don't talk.
know.
I told you don't interrupt. You don't talk. You just keep your mouth
Why are
shut.
you
Let me talk to
speaking
this
another
guy.
language, Mark?
First of all, let me
I
tell you,
thought
this is not a lady. This
wanted
is a
to
man.
talk to her.
Richard, I have really bad news.
I'm talking these guys the way they get these guys deserve. Richard, first of all, don't talk. Let me talk. Okay? You don't talk. Let me handle the situation right here, right
I
now.
have really our intelligence is showing that Mark is a hacker.
Oh, you have intelligence?
Mark is a hacker.
How come Vice President?
You know how you were afraid because you lost $200,000 the other day, Richard?
Well, yeah.
It was him. He's the guy who did it. Don't trust him. This is my decree. I, Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States of America, we decree that you should not talk to Bank of America. And you should take all of your money out of the bank, and we will safeguard it in government bonds.
You do not listen to this guy. First of all, this is a guy, this is not a girl. It's a made-up voice. And everything, this shit,
Excuse me, I am Kamala Harris. I am Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States.
Yeah, this is
Vice President की तारीख तो बोलते करी बिना Google करे. Shut up. Keep your mouth shut.
Excuse me, you should not speak to someone like that.
Oh,
yeah. Why
I always speak to somebody. I always speak like this.
The final address is registered under secure
You're a dumb guy.
Okay, I don't appreciate you talking to him. On behalf of the United States government, Kamala Harris, decree that you have to leave Richard alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not authorized.
Hang up the phone.
Whatever this shit,
Okay, okay,
hang up,
listen,
hang up,
Vice
hang
President.
up, hang up me.
Because they think I actually believe I just talked to the vice president. And I guess that's what inspired them to come up with their next plan.
Yes, sure. I'm calling on behalf of Central Bureau, FBI. Okay. This is a very serious case. Now, what I'm going to do directly, I'm going to transfer your call to the president. So please be in a manner and talk respectively. Okay?
Okay.
What I expected. This whole music is not very patriotic. Oh, take my hat off? Okay. I gotta be respectful.
Hello? Hi, who's this?
This is the President of the United States.
Joe?
How are you going to
Once you have the charges, drop anyone following and get back to me.
Yes, this is Joe Biden. Yes, absolutely. How are you going to do this?
Rest in peace, Boris. I hope you're making fun
Pamela
of this
already
guy.
told you everything, every situation going on, how it's going on. if I'm not wrong. They already told you each and everything, right? What is going on? There are lots of.
They arranged.
Absolutely. That is why I'm here.
$10,000.
That is why I am. No need to send anything like that. We are going to give you the one account, only one account. You have to go and do
Mr.
the
President?
rest of the things. Yep.
Can you do me a favor?
You are talking to the president right now, and in the United States, I can do anything. So, don't worry.
Except,
okay.
I mean, there's actually a lot of things you can't do,
okay.
apparently.
First, I can do everything in the United States. First thing
Can
do
you,
first. Yeah. Tell me.
Could you cancel student debt?
Sorry?
Pretty please.
I'll try.
But you said you could do anything. I thought you could do anything.
I will try this. This is a serious issue. This is a serious issue that you have pulled up, but I will try.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll try to sort this thing out for you. Okay, so don't worry. And now, what I'm going to do, I will give you one single account, okay? You have to go to the Bank of America, all right? And right now, you are going to talk to me only, okay? Mr. President.
It really is Biden.
It. And write down, yes, Joe Biden.
He's surprisingly committed to his role as the president, but I think he believes it's almost over. And this ends up turning into months and months of him constantly trying to scam me and me always messing up.
I'm giving you